Hi everyone, it's Julie from New York State up here. I realized that I left you all hanging after I promised you that I would give you the information about how not to choke to death when you live alone. And I realized part of my delay was the fact that I am actually inadequate since I am not a vetted professional, not a medical professional, unfortunately, not yet anyway. And I'm not a legal professional, and you should know that up front. So I'm sorry about that. There are some general principles that are helpful when or if you find yourself in a situation where there's no help for you, and you think you might be in a life-threatening or life-challenging situation in the moment. One of those principles is to completely relax everything. That means your body, that means your mind. And I can't tell you really quite what that will look like. You'll have to decide for yourself in the moment. One of the things, because they tell us, of course, if we tense everything, I have found that personally, that it can precipitate something we don't want. And if we want to live, then we'll have to do the uncomfortable. So I recommend you go to your own doctor. For example, if you're finding that you're tending to choke a lot, or another sign of that would be having to have a sip of water or liquid every time you take a bite of food. Could be an indication of something to pay attention to, look at, and go and see a doctor about. Even if they say there's nothing wrong, I still think it could be a good thing, because now they're doing research of all kinds onto different neurological things that have much earlier and earlier signs. You could be helping them if you bring this forward and say you have noticed so-and-so. In my case, I have found certain nutrients to be helpful, and each is individual for each one of us because we are biochemic individuals. That means our bodies work differently and are perfect in our divine Creator's eyes. So that's Julie from upstate New York, signing off.